Okay, welcome to our recording viewers. We are just finishing up our second gathering of Village DTN. We had three beautiful breakouts just now, and so we're going to get into the sharebacks from each of those breakouts. So we'll start with the breakout that Taya convened called, and I just named it Caring for the Betrayed Heart, which I know had a lot more depth in there. And I wonder if someone offers a summary for that. Sigurd?
I'll just speak to one small aspect because it was a wide-ranging conversation. A comment someone made spoke to me about birthing and how birthing happens in this culture and how fractured it is. And there's a basic betrayal right there at birth when the baby is ripped from the mother and not given the chance to build that contact. The child is not given the agency to crawl up its mother's breast and find the breast and figure out how to feed. That's just not in the equation in the structures of this current society. And that's a reflection on the kind of brokenness and disconnection that's sort of built into how life is treated these days.
Thanks, Sigurd. Anyone else from that group want to share?
I was in the group, and the word that we mulled over was the whole notion of agency and the whole notion of betrayal, and how in order to nurture our own humanness and our humanity, we can feel betrayed within a mechanistic society with all its systemic extensions operating at full bore with the whole story of separation. And to be human is really to be connected to each other, to self, and the urgency of nurturance within community and developing a village of like-minded folk who are also into the story of bringing together beautiful and monster with no separation, inferred or understood. And the whole notion of betrayal erodes a person's spirit and mind and your very being. And within that erosion, one has to come to terms with what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to be alive? And what does it mean to be nurtured and fulfilled as a human being? And within that journey, there is so much pain. And so one encounters betrayal in terms of one's glimpse of the past, focused into the present, and looking to the future with what can amount to sometimes despairing moments. And so it all over again points to the need for community and nurturance and the agency to crawl up to the breast and get nurturance when we need it and how we need it, and to give it to ourselves and to build community first in terms of our own nurturance, and then growing together within that mindset.
So much richness there. Thank you so much, Mia, Sigurd, and Taya for holding that beautiful space. Is there anything else that needs to be shared out of that? Such a powerful word, betrayal, and combining that with the other word we've been using, beautiful, very, very powerful combination of the two there. Thank you for exploring that and sharing the summary. Okay, we're going to move to our next group, which is messages of my earth body, my body and my earth body. And I would love a restatement of that question, because I feel like I captured it poorly in that title. Kathryn, would you like to start with the share back there?
I felt like we've very much honored in our discussion our bodies our body's relationship to the rest of the world, to even compare ourselves to plants, and how when they are not in symbiosis with one plant, they'll move across the garden to bring that mutual reception to another plant, and that we have that capability too. In listening to our bodies, recognizing that we have to go through a lot of pain at times, and that listening is hard, that we might be able to, we know it in our heads, we might know that we need to listen to our bodies because this is home ground here, but that it's challenging, it's hard, and understanding what they're saying to us, what our own bodies are referring at times, is it takes time to listen and to learn to listen. I think Larissa and Peter might have more to share.
Not very much, except that it was very deep, heartfelt exchange, I think, and we brought different experiences of the concept of listening to our bodies to it, and how that has played out in our experiences.
Thank you so much. What an honor and an opportunity to be able to share from those experiences. Thank you for the summary. Just noting that we're running kind of toward the end of time here. So we've got one more share back and we'll wrap up and say goodbye. Our last group was What Wants to Grow Here? And was that Glenda? Glenda, you opened that space, right?
Yes. Yes, we're just looking for what little buds or shoots are springing up. And I'm just going to give you a really quick list of what I heard. Embodiment, being present to others, and listening to others, being heard and seen, and helping others feel heard and seen. Beautiful curiosity and beautiful listening, and both of those are participating. We sometimes feel like we have to do something, but listening and being curious are very important parts of participating, and shoots that make a big difference. Beautiful surprises, the unexpected, beautiful questions, and connection. Just connecting, I shouldn't say just, connecting is really important. When we come from beautiful isolation, we really appreciate the connecting part. And this importance of neighbors, trying to bring this to our own neighborhood, and exchanging molecules is really important. And simply a way of being in this network is a shoot and a springing up that I heard. So.
Wonderful summary. Very difficult to summarize these rich conversations. So if you are watching this recording, please join us for the next Village DTN, which is going to be in April. What are we at? We're the third Thursday, so that's going to be the 18th of April. Love to see you here live, where the richness, where we nourish the rich presence together. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of Village DTN today. Thank you to our acknowledgement lead, Bruce, for getting us started. And thank you to Daryl for leading. It was Daryl, right? That led our grounding. Was it the name? I think that he left early. Thank you to Daryl. Last ask is holding this space it's so much richer and more beautiful if we hold this together. And so if you feel called to come in and help facilitate this space, please reach out to me. Groundings, acknowledgements, and even facilitating. I'd be happy to have a co-host, and or if someone else feels comfortable hosting our program, it's very easy to host. So I'd love to have different voices and energies here. So please reach out to me. And most importantly, be active in our network here and support each other. Bring those community connections into the life. Consider reaching out to somebody who you connected with here outside of the gathering. Spend some time with them. Yeah, be a part of our network online. Taya has a space called Doables, where we're sharing what we're doing in the world and ideas for what we can do in the world. Bruce has a space called Practices of Deep Transformation, how we're putting into practice what we're taking in right here. So we'll use those spaces and activate others in the process. Thank you so much for coming together. Go well into your days. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you,
Take care.
Jason.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody. Great to see you.
Have a beautiful day.